Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 27, Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And here's Allen throwing on 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Open man is Gordon, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Allen, and now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Part 9. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Here's Allen to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Ready. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Robinson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
To throw, it's Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, tight. Check 59.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some room to roam now. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
They'll set up to throw. Going to throw deep for the... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown for Dave.
Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Middle. Look out.
From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Here we go. Can Lobo. Watch two. Hey, pick it up, defense.
2nd and 5. This is caught by Robinson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back to you.
They'll go option to the short side, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 13. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Mike 53. Regular. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the third. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matt Milano able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing now is Allen. That one is caught by Hunt. Big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Allen now throwing again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that's complete to Croft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10, 17-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Hauschka with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First down, Chiefs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On the ready. Don't get nervous. H3-2-8-T.
Second and long. That one complete to Hill. And he gets it down to the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Tight end's right.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. Yard line.
Phillies take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
brings up third down.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
It's a party now. That's 10. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, get him. Get him. Get him. You got him. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. On the ball.
Allen now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. Mike's 59. Ready? Mike.
Now Allen to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
2 yards on the pickup.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I got you. Kill. Recon, 132 fight. Choose the mic. Man, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They're going to look to throw. He was looking for Watkins that time.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lot? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,